Most customer salespersons in 1975 had a vague sense they were about to be killed by the Lord our God, but they couldn't quite articulate into words. In 1976, there were no customer salespeople left. To even speak the phrase in 2025 makes one sound like a lunatic. So successful were the cover-under attempts. In 1935, it had been decisively ratioed in an hors d'oeuvre slaw that Tommy Toes were the way. But that didn't give me time to take a match to my marching orders before comeuppance o'clock. It came up everything but roses in the end, which was a remarkable find for a disclaimer copy boy to project at night through the mailroom window onto the side of the corporate offices of their chief competitor, Primary Color Army, and invidious and veteran attritions of a decidedly paternalist strain. Permanent artichoke, hardly joking about the cards you broke, smash a dent in and have it the liquid skin allotment easing. You did a lot of appeasing in the carbuncle breeding. Mark my Rotterdam. I caught the girl steving out back to stave off the meeting, but soon it was a distraught clump of pre-purchased, already bought duck eggs to go cook on a yacht. Bick, bick, bick. Bot, bot, bot. Claiming hangnails invade is only sane for the wasteful, imaginary plane full of potato bacon raids in the AM, amounting to mayhem, honk honk. Say then, what do you think you could get for $1.50 on the bread market? Got a locket, and laryngitis spiked its own thermometer. Based unafraid on the pearlescent barometer of invested void card Lloyd auction award board. My God Garden baked a lot of chagrin into the rim of its wheelbarrow. Steady now, April Barrow. My crunch whistle got too crunk for the debunked monkey, and we had a lot to learn from our grungy debunking. And the laser satellite is a wide curdle, and big hamper Shindorson Brinkage, and declaim Bankies, Bain Teaguther, and Whistle and Gristle, and Chechny and Vim, and blocks of ham, crunch and dust, and cry, and crush, and beef, and quail, and turkey tail, and fanning feathers of donkey divers, and dripping dressers filled to the overflow line with purple paint, dripping off a Skinnamun onion. Fancy toast toy treat you left in a bag for 6 breakfasts, lozenges, and 3 pairs of Quaker Moat. Pete's Sphagnum. It's why my boat hole failed, and it's the kind of proud hamper release valve we disturbed in a havoc shed back in the 1810s and 1980s. And we toggled 3-switch and the 2-switch, but the winding man with laser teeth never showed up to toss switch number 1, and so we came down with lumbago instantly and purpled my hair. And the paint had dried by then, so we took turns jumping in the pool to ink up the paint, as double purple Joe would indicate in a failed traffic incident filled with tiny little crayons and gallons of incaning agent. Wouldn't pink up the purple none. And we had a certain crassness to our swagger in those days that enabled a push-pull sort of disobedience to obeisance, an obstinate squirm, paddling, obsequiousness, and oblique leelessness in pibble, beak, quack, quack, queek, queek, bird-eek. Purdy little wetty, crump hastening brinkening. Laser switch, giraffe castle brimming with yeast flavors and aluminium, aluminium, malune maximum baridium, borium, barium, blogarium, came weasel wheels and all with so towers and cast brackets taxing the dermatological school until all the goat heads hanging off your wall had brutal glass eyes that affirmed all damage possible and wound up each gland until a cyborg wheel and diamoning dome, and we dubbed it the deemed most likely to demand a dome ever prior to that event, so it was an unmistakable sign of prophecy. It was like a lost moss swatch tossed in with the siding samples, so lush and organic, yet so unexpected. I must cozen it into a crispy cream of love in a basement tangled like wires wound around each other, so only melting can extricate them, and in doing so binds them forever like lemon rinds in space orbiting a star, never to decay, just explode into icy chunks. And how do you know that we don't deem it to be dram and drams of dismal dough we fashioned into a ticklish boy in a chef's hat in the 80s? And what did we do with that little mammoth? We ate him, child. We ate his screaming birdie bardy bardy booty. V ate him. V8D do he buoy. Har har do 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 do, though we aren't him erp.